With the design of this building, we wanted to expose the structure, show the bones, show how it was put together, and it's sort of a wonderful recycling of history. My name's Rob Brown from Casey Brown Architecture, and this is the Patonga house, which is situated on the mouth of Broken Bay. I suppose in responding to the situation, which is facing southeast on the water in a fairly harsh beachside location, we wanted to sort of replicate the things you see on the beach, where you find the shell on the outside is this rustic, rugged exterior, but on the inside it's beautifully smooth and rich. And we felt that a material that allowed us to do that was timber. Over many years doing many timber buildings, most clients have an affinity with the warmth and the feeling of timber, and they often ask, can we have a timber interior? It's more durable, it takes knocks and bashes and smashes, it doesn't require painting, and as each board and each post and each beam is slightly different, it's got a story. When the architect wants everything structurally inside to be made of timber, and you've got a double height space and you can't have posts coming down in the middle of sofas, and you want an open plan living, dining, kitchen, it requires some very large timbers, and not often can you get timbers at that sort of length. I think we were very fortunate at the time we were building that David from Thor's mentioned that he had some very big timbers coming from an old bridge on the northern rivers of New South Wales in Grafton that was being dismantled and was available. An 11 metre long beam, 300 wide by 400 deep, and these timbers are the timbers that we find in this house. As you arrive through the front gate, past the two garages, and then walk along a covered area of the building where the top floor overhangs the bottom floor, and there's a colonnade of recycled timbers supporting the structure above. When you open the front door, you see right through to the beach. That sort of sense of openness, it brings the beach plus the atmosphere of the two enormous Norfolk pines in the front yard right into the house. So you feel connected but protected. One of the most fascinating things in this house is in the double height space to the beach, and in that double height space, the sort of a specific requirement of the client of some sort of open fireplace, and we took that literally and added to the concept of the double height space with a brass screen that extends the full height of the double height space. There were many other more practical elements in the house, like the vents to the side, which are solid timber vents, which can control the airflow. And I suppose it's the overall atmosphere created by an all timber house. The teak in the kitchen island and the kitchen island dining room from CSIRO, where they dismembered it while they were renewing their labs, and Thor's were fortunate to get heaps of it. It shows all the marks of many decades of use, and that was, I suppose, one of the appealing things, apart from being the absolute best timber that you can possibly find. And of course now you can't actually find this timber. So to be able to reuse original Burmese teak as part of the furniture was a special part of the house. One's always got to be mindful of the materials in a building, what energy they have to be created, and how you can be as sensitive to sustainability as possible. And by recycling timber in a building like this, where nearly the whole building, inside and outside, is made of recycled timber, goes a long way to making it a very sustainable, energy-friendly house.